You're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Miscast Commentary, the Coming Attractions episode. I'm Joe Findley.
And I'm Todd. Tebow the Wolf Man. It's a full moon tonight, Murray. Yeah.
Blood moon tomorrow.
Is
That's
it?
Yeah. That means all the monsters
Double
revive in
Wolf
Breath
Man.
of the Wild.
Double Wolf Man the whole time. Let's rip our throats right out.
No, that's when he comes out and he's like, "Oh, hello there, good chaps. I'm what was his real name? Something
Who's?
the Wolfman."
Oh, Wolfman Jack.
So this time he's like, "I'm
Nicholson?
Jack." It's like, "I'm Jack the Man," like Simmons or whatever.
I'm just a man. Yes.
Yeah. Today everything's fine. Oh, moon seems to be going behind a cloud.
So he's the reverse.
Oh no.
The only time he's a human is on a full moon. Every other day he's a raging, whatever the hell he turns into.
In his younger days, he was the actual physical Kool-Aid man. So yeah, that's how we get started. So
I call my penis Teen Wolf. Very immature and very hairy.
very skittish about whether or not it's growing hair.
Exactly.
And not great at basketball.
Yeah, it was only just the girls cheering for him. He missed
Yeah.
every shot. That was all editing.
Yeah.
He sucked.
And anytime Todd takes his penis out, it goes boof, boof.
Boof. Boofy.
we all love-
Boofy.
We all love
It's
boof.
fucking earpiece. All right, here we
I'm
go.
sorry. Yeah, we're having.
You should be terribly sorry.
It is my earpiece, so I feel like I'm failing you.
You did that a long time ago. Don't worry about it.
Oh, who needs this?
Yeah, for real, right?
Oh my god.
Friends like these, I tell you. Huh? Hey.
All right. Well, got lots to talk about. There was a lot to cover from the past week.
There is.
Well,
I feel like
2
we haven't
weeks,
done
really.
one of these in forever.
Well, yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
Holy
thereabouts.
shit.
Well, in this one, we're actually doing last minute. It is actually, as I'm doing this right now, it's 10:40 p.m.
Yeah.
on Thursday.
Yeah.
And this will be released.
Well, come on.
This will be released before I go to bed.
We've been fighting off armies of the dead all night. It's a fucking full moon.
Yeah, it's
Werewolves. Jesus Christ, like a Goosebumps story up in here.
Well, I'll tell you about some crazy stuff right off the bat. Since we last met, I was in a car accident.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And he lost his memory, so now every time I meet him, we're meeting for the first time, which
Hey,
is
everybody.
why he said since.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Miscast Commentary, your Coming Attractions episode. Who's that I say again?
It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
Hi. No, it wasn't anything serious. I actually did say
I forgot about that.
I
You
actually
never
did-
showed me the pictures.
Oh, I'll show you after.
Shit, I totally forgot.
I actually did say on Twitter that I died. But
Oh, nice.
well,
I am dead.
No, I chickened out by the thing. I was like, our very own Joe Findlay was in a car accident today, and our thoughts and prayers are
Coming
Just
from
kidding,
your
he's
own.
fine.
Yeah, from your own.
No, it was from them. It was from.
I'm the police officer just texting his phone here.
It was from the podcast.
His dying words were, "Put this on the podcast."
I was pretending I was our assistant. You know how we have an assistant.
Oh, we have
because
multiple
we're
assistants.
We're too big.
All of them sexually harassed all the time.
Constantly. If I'm not 2 knuckles deep in somebody, they don't work for me. But
You got that right.
it's fine. My fingers are short, but fat.
I will
It's
not
basically
smell
exactly
your
what you
fingers
want.
again.
No. Yeah. Well, because
Yeah,
they
I
smell
probably
like
will.
They smell like you.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
Our
like, yeah,
interns aren't here. You just heard him. He's got to be knuckles deep in something.
I know my sense.
Oh,
Oh my. But yeah.
oh my!
But it wasn't.
we should have that on a button. Oh my!
We can get that. I can
Fucking
find
right, we can. We'll probably get sued. He'll be on the show, man.
it. Yeah.
I'm excited. Robert Patrick
I'm
gave us a
George
little
Takei.
check mark
Yeah.
in the win category.
He gave us a like for our Double Dragon episode
Boom.
back in the day.
He loves it when people make fun of his old roles. Apparently, he
so.
never listened. Clearly, that would not have been a thumbs
No,
up.
of course he never listened.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole car accident thing though, it was an interesting incident because I was in Toronto when it happened. Now, people who don't know the geography of here, which I am assuming is all of you because none of you live near here
Yeah,
because
like, what the frig?
nobody we know listens to
Yeah.
this show.
Yeah.
Other than
Bunch
you,
of
John.
lousy
you know.
ingrates.
But yeah, so it's about an hour's drive from St. Catharines to Toronto, and that's St. Catharines.
Took 2 hours and a half on the bus today. It was awful.
Yeah, well, it took me about
awful.
2 hours to get there that day because there was a slew of events. It was like the Foo Fighters concert, and there was a
baseball game.
Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 things going on all at once.
Yeah,
and it was
a
just
soccer
nightmare.
game.
So I was just in like stopped traffic, and then the guy just came flying up behind me and smacked into me while he was changing lanes. So like the front right of his car hit the rear left of my car, and from when I got out of the car to look, and like I just like immediately got right behind the car. Like I went around the front and then went behind the car.
So wait, you were in the middle of the road?
Well, we pulled over. We got off onto the shoulder and all that stuff. And then I just went to like assess the damages, and like I was seeing that those guys were okay. It was 4 big dudes in a car, and then there was a truck behind them, and I hadn't assessed his situation.
He hit them?
No, what actually happened? I'll get into that.
He's just pulling over to be nosy.
Yeah, no, but I looked into so I looked at the damage, and it didn't look bad. It just looked like scrapes, and the photo I have, it just looks like my car got scraped up. But then when you go to the side, because like when the cop came, he was like, "No, your car's not drivable." So and I was like, "Oh," and I looked. The whole rear end was pushed into the tire.
You will literally do anything to get out of work. It's disgusting.
Oh my god! Well, what was hilarious was
what'd you do with all the needles strewn about the back seat?
Oh, they went flying through the windshield.
Oh, good.
They don't wear. Well, 3 of them were in the back of my neck,
Sweet.
which is why I was so calm.
Yeah.
But so the cop's like, yeah, you got to be towed. The situation, we had to go to a collision center, and the situation for collision centers in Toronto is not great. It took me over 40 minutes to get to be towed to the collision center, and then the guy was trying to kind of.
You're lucky the guy towing you didn't get into an accident, for God's sakes, in that filthy shithole.
Horrible. But but then so it took a few hours to get that all up and running, and then I opted to be towed back to St. Catharines because I didn't want to try and deal with all this and try and get a rental car at 11 o'clock at night, which isn't a thing. So I would have ended up having to stay in Toronto the night or get.
So who
Karen
filled
to
your
come
shift
and get
in?
me.
So they found nobody.
No, nobody.
The station was just.
Well, there's
It
several.
was just the same episode running constantly.
Yeah, the room is run by several people. They just had to pick up my slack. But thanks, guys. But
on.
But yeah, so I got towed back. So I didn't get back till like after midnight. And then I just had to deal with all this stuff. And the next couple of days, I was in so much pain. My back was just wrecked.
Nice.
And it was my son's birthday that weekend.
Oh, yes.
So I had to
Darth Vader showed up.
Darth Vader came.
I saw did they freak? Did they like him? What happened?
Everybody liked him. Reese liked him from a distance.
Right.
But then right when he got close, he wanted nothing to do with it. He started crying and all that. And Abby was afraid.
I'm surprised.
Abby was kind of nervous. She does not like when
he's it's Darth Vader.
Yeah, I know, but, he was dressed like Darth Vader, so that's unacceptable. He wanted to be Darth Vader.
Right. Once the real deal showed up, he was like, oh, I'm way over my head. He's like, I'm way over my head. I'm a good guy. I should have been dressed like Luke.
That was pretty much the long and short of it. But Abby's got a thing, I find, about taking pictures with things with masks on. When we went to Disney, any character that was clearly wearing a mask, like your Chip and Dale or your like Buzz and Woody and all those guys, she would be so nervous around, or she wouldn't want to do it or whatever. But any of the princesses or any of the characters that were just like a human wearing a costume, but like you could see their face and all
actual
that,
face.
yeah, they're totally fine.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. A guy at work was trying to tell me that it's like a big thing. He's like, no, it's a facial recognition thing and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Maybe she kind of thinks it's like the real guy and it freaks her out.
Yeah, I don't know.
But seeing a princess, you're like, I know this is a Princess Jasmine. It's a girl. I can see her face.
Yeah, but she was dressed like Rey. And that was awesome.
Sweet.
So it was a great.
Oh, everybody dressed up for the birthday party?
Everybody was dressed up.
Were they supposed to, or they just did?
They were encouraged, but some did, some didn't, and which is fine. And I
was it? I would have freaked out. I fucking told you, kids.
And I had
flicking cigarettes,
Star Wars music blasting the whole time while we were there.
I'd be like, "Could you turn down?" Like what?
Go eat a piece of pizza, you little shit.
Just ripping its head off, eh?
But it was.
You sound like Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Freaking out on tape.
Who wants some cake? Give me back my son.
Yeah.
Sugar tits.
Yeah.
I just combine a little bit of movie stuff with a little bit of stuff.
It was
that
essentially
means
the
he
same
doesn't have a
thing.
career anymore.
Yeah. No, he does. He's doing awesome.
Yeah.
He was in that one.
They'll never take our freedom from getting banged by some N-words.
Yeah. Come back to me, Mel.
He's had it going.
Yeah, he just directed Heartbreak Hotel there.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, but he's keeping his face away.
No, he was in Step Brothers.
Expendables.
No.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
He was in Expendables 3.
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
Which is also keeping your face away from public view.
Pretty much.
It was he was
the one with Will
he was
Ferrell,
seen last
Stepdaddy 2.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
They're sneaking him in, and
They're
I'm like, don't do. And I'm like,
sneaking
don't
him
do
in.
it.
No way. He's still the fucking man.
That's the problem with situations like that. It's the same thing with the whole Louis C.K. thing. It's like I adored Louis C.K. and then this happens, and it's like I still recognize talent. But I'm just kind of like looking at now. I'm just side looking at him the whole time. Like, what are you doing?
You think he's gonna come back?
What are you doing, Braveheart? Who, Louis C.K.?
Yeah. He'll come back eventually, eh?
Well, because again, he was just creepy.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything
Like, it
illegal.
wasn't that,
He
like-
just was creepy. He was just a gross. It was like, hey, let me do this
It's not illegal to
thing.
jerk off while somebody's there in the room without their okay.
He got their okay was the deal. He
Oh.
constantly got their okay.
Is it okay if I jerk off while you sit over there?
The creepy was the whole
And they're like,
idea.
sure, I guess.
His whole thing was because they would like turn him down for sex, and he's like, "Well, just stay here and watch me do this, then," and they'd be like, "All right," kind of thing. But they were all worried, and this becomes kind of the whole consent.
he'll ruin their career.
Is because these are all like young. They're either like waitresses who work at the place or young comics who they think, like he's just gonna go if I don't let him do this, that he's just gonna go in there and say, oh, this person's awful, don't ever bring him back again, and they'll do what he says because he's the
Not even the boss.
No, he doesn't have
But
to.
he's the boss.
But if he just flat out says, I will never come back to this club again if you have this person there, he wins.
Ooh, done.
Right?
That's sneaky business, bro.
So, and it's not to say he would even do that.
No, right, exactly.
But it's just
a threat.
that was
It's the threat of it.
It's the idea of, well, he's not even threatening to do it. It's just the idea in their head
could
of
happen.
This could be how it goes down.
Right.
And I understand that, and I understand that fear because I mean it's hard enough for women in comedy to frigging get a spot, much less.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
right?
I think it's
So-
getting a little better now as shit comes out.
Yeah,
and
slowly but surely it's
and
all.
men can slowly actually admit, yes, women are funny.
Yeah, well, no, that's still not gonna happen. But no, but the thing is, like, it's one of those things where it's like, you try and you see a woman at a club and it's like bananas. I see female comics all the time still complaining about, like, I told this joke one day and everybody booed me, and then I watched a guy tell the exact same joke like 2 days later and everybody was like standing up and cheering for him.
Flipping out, do cartwheels.
It's awesome
and-
if it's a guy talking about it.
Right.
So it's like, so I get it. It's tough and I sympathize, but I think that he did the right thing. He's laying low. He's not constantly like, there's so many people who are feeling compelled
Oh, well, you
to
gotta
just
lay low,
come
buddy,
out.
I'll tell ya.
Yeah. There's so many people right now who are just feeling compelled to like, I got to talk about this again. I'm like, no. And I was like, you need to make people, he apologized up front. He took full responsibility.
Yeah.
And now he's laying low. And then he's going to give
How
people
long
an
do you think? How long do
opportunity
you
to
lay
get-
low
I say
for?
2 years.
2 years.
2
Oh,
years.
he's got mad cash. She didn't lose no money in it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, you made that creepy movie too with Chloe Grace Moretz or whatever. But
Oh, so good.
what a ripoff! We're never even gonna get to see it.
Which was basically his movie version of If I Did It.
Yeah.
Like the OJ thing.
essentially, yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know how we got from car accident to that so
Okay, so your
fast.
body was hurting.
Oh yeah, from the party. Yeah, and then I had the party. But I got better, car got better. I got there though and I had a flat tire.
So Buddy's insurance had to take care of it or whatever?
Oh, well,
Is that how that works out there in the world?
What happens now, the way that the law is in Ontario now is it's all essentially no-fault insurance, but the only person who has to pay the deductible for the insurance is
Right.
the person who's deemed at fault.
Right, so that's Buddy behind you.
So that was Buddy behind me, and here's where the other guy comes in. So basically, they're having a little bit of an argument over people hitting the truck. The truck said, so now if we're going here, I'm in the front, car full of dudes in the middle, a French guy in a truck in the back.
Right.
And he's saying these guys hit me and then hit you. Now, I didn't see it because I'm watching a bunch of brake lights in front of me and I'm trying not to rear end anybody myself. And then this happens. And when I looked at the cars, I saw like they were driving a black car. And then I looked at the truck and it had 2 black streaks along the side of like the front panel.
So they scraped him and then hit
So
you.
it's like when he was changing lanes, he clipped them and then hit me.
And then hit you.
And that's what I
Did you
thought.
get drunk out or what?
No, it didn't seem to be.
Shit driver.
Didn't seem to be, and he took full he took 100% responsibility, and like he was a good guy about it. Like I've been.
Yeah, I would be too if I was in that kind of situation.
No, I've been rear-ended before, and they literally tried to blame me. They tried to blame me for them hitting me on like just a street. They were like, I was stopped at a stop sign, and they slid into me, and it was what it was. And
I'm always nice.
Yep.
When I rear end people, and I do not drive, and I never have.
That's right, baby. But you're gonna have to wait 2 years till you can go back to that club.
Yes, those plants will never be the same.
No, they actually now look. The branches look like they're reaching out for like a hug. They're like, somebody please
Talk to me.
But that's enough of my self-indulgence. Lots more to talk about.
You lived. You're stronger than ever.
I want to talk about Comic-Con, but before we do that, I saw something yesterday that kind of blew my mind. Robert De Niro is in talks to join the Todd Phillips Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie.
Yeah, I heard that actually.
And I can't remember
that one. I heard.
I can't remember the name of the actress who is joining, but it seems to me like they were going to be playing his father and mother. Which then tells me, like, what kind of Joker movie are they doing? Are they doing some kind of, like, origin story?
It sounds like it then.
So,
maybe they'll just have some flashbacks with De Niro going, hey, you worthless, hey.
Yeah. Hey, you talking to me?
Why don't you tell me a joke, little motherfucker, huh?
Yeah. You think you a Joker? A little bit.
Just a little bit, huh?
God. Listen to two masters of the Robert De Niro. Yours turned a little bit into Tony Danza at the end.
Sure, it always does.
Everything does.
That's right.
I do my Miss Cleo, and it turns into Tony Danza by the end. Read the cards now, Angela. But yeah, I just found that weird, and I found I started just asking myself a question. Because
maybe he's gonna be a flash forward. He's the old Joker, Joker of the future.
That would be amazing. No, but we're like a million superhero movies in, and it's like he's decided this weird, obscure.
Probably because Joaquin Phoenix is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just sweating through my eyeballs at Jacquin.
I've been hot out there. Hot.
Yeah, it's hot. But so I was dealing with that, and I'm also thinking
too many Joker movies.
I'm like, why would you? Yeah, I know, I agree to that too. But why would one even you see all the big people who sign on to the Marvel universe and end up coming out of it looking good.
Yeah.
Still, like your Anthony Hopkins, like your Michael Douglas, and like all these types of people.
I really liked Michael Douglas in Ant-Man.
I do too. I think.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I forgot all about him, and I was like, hey, Michael Douglas is an Ant-Man of the Wasp.
I mean, all he is being Michael Douglas.
He's always
like,
just
don't
been
get
Michael
me wrong.
Douglas. That's what you need to be when you're Michael Douglas.
And it's perfect. It works fine. But I just see that, and I see him see all these people have success on that side. See nobody have success on the DC side.
You will. Wonder Woman.
No, but I'm talking like these big stars that just come in and show up, like Chris Pine.
Oh, right.
Sure,
right,
but
right,
I'm
right,
talking
right.
I'm talking just about the legends right now.
The legends,
right?
The myths.
So, and I don't know. I just find it very weird
that he did that. Yet. They had what's his name though? They had Russell Crowe.
Yeah, but
they had
actually, you're
awful.
right. You are right.
And they had Jeremy Irons.
Oh yeah, that's true. This is okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to sort of recant what I've said. Then
don't recant anything.
No. Here's
just
why
say you never said it.
No, here.
Who gives a fuck? Trump does it all the time.
I love you, buddy. But but here's what I'm going to recant. I'm going to recant. Yes, people have been in it, but now I'm going to re-blame DC for it being that forgettable. I forced myself to watch Suicide Squad again. And
again.
Well, I watched it the first, when it came out on video. My buddy loaned it to me, and I watched it, and I'm like, I hate this thing. But I have been going through them all again because I feel like I've been going into them with that DC bias. And I'm like, that's not fair to the movies. I'm like, I was like, and it came out.
You're all worried, you're not fair to the DC universe.
But I just I hate when people do that to the Star Wars. Look, it's not the original one, so I'm just gonna go in hating it. So fuck it. So I don't want to be doing the same thing because I don't want to.
Why would you even go to something thinking like that?
People do it all
I know,
the time.
what the fuck?
People are.
I don't care what this movie is or how good I actually like it. I hate it.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And so are you. But Yeah, it just so I watched it again and I'm just like, oh my god. And I'm like, why did they have so many bloody characters in this if they're not going to care about any of them and not even try and make me care about them? Like Will Smith's character at least had something emotional to hang on to.
That one eye. You know how hard it is acting with one eye? Will Smith, you are a delight.
Doing great. That's how he uses that thing. That's how he sees the numbers that we can't see to do all that special math
and all that special shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it just he's watching Jada Pinkett's like Yellow Table Talks. That's what he's watching. He's not even paying attention anymore. He's got to listen to how what's her name wanted to commit suicide and how her son dresses like a woman and gets into the role by inserting tampons and
what?
All that kind of I don't know.
just
where I don't know.
Wherever she I don't know. I don't know where tampons go.
Yeah, like what am I?
What do I look like, a doctor?
Holy Jesus, man. Kevin Smith though made a very good point with the new Joker movie. They can now restart the universe. If they have two different lines running, now they can be like, they can do like Justice League again. They could do
that is legitimately the intention.
Yeah.
They have decided that's what this guy.
That'll be the Zack Snyder universe, and then we'll have now this is our actual universe.
Yeah. This is the universe that we're trying to light on fire, but it's always raining, so we can't.
Yeah, but it's too dark to find anything to put it out with.
Because everything has to take place in Boston, so Ben Affleck can show up.
In the dead of night.
Joker, you fucking queer. But I'm sorry. But let's get off of that and go to something a little less nerdy. Comic-Con.
Sweet. The best part of Comic-Con is the ladies.
Oh my god.
A lot of Captain Marvels out there.
I was going through like all the cosplay photos, and every now and again
any sexy Groots. Nobody's ever done Lady Groot with their big tree branch titties.
I've seen Lady Groots, and they've had like the branches and stuff, and then they have their torso is more Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Than anything else.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. There was an interesting cosplay, though. There was an orange Darth Vader with the blonde wig that said, like, make the galaxy great again.
Oh, sweet.
And that man was none other than Mark Hamill.
No
walking
way.
around. And he was taking pictures with everybody, and nobody knew. And then finally I saw somebody on Twitter going, I think I took my picture with Mark Hamill today. And then he admitted that it was him.
Shit. That's wicked. You didn't even have to pay for it.
But that was awesome. Like, it's just, and that's a good moment,
They knew it because he whispered, he's like, still alive. You're like, what? Who is that?
Use the Force.
Yeah. I'm still alive.
Use the Force. I'm sorry, Kylo Ren.
Yes.
That was cool. But it was the trailers were very interesting this year. There wasn't really anything that I was as excited for as previous years.
Right.
Like you've had previous ones where it's like, the new Star Wars teaser or the new Marvel thing. And
I liked the new Aquaman footage.
Oh yeah.
I think it looks good, and I think out of everybody makes fun of Aquaman being the lamest superhero. His movie's going to be the best one.
I agree and disagree with you because there were some bits that looked awesome.
Yeah,
I think that like the underwater land. Looked
it looks neat.
I thought it looked like garbage.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
I thought it was cool looking.
Too shiny. It's like they went from the dark DC universe
to
Star
Land.
Wars Episode 2.
I only saw a little bit. I didn't see a lot of the underwater. I'll have to watch the whole thing. I'll watch it later.
That was just. But again, this is all just first
James
impressions.
Wan's good.
I was just, and that's the thing. And I'm like, I think
he's gonna do it.
I have to put faith behind him because he's
Wilson
good at making.
It's got my girlfriend, Amber Heard.
Yeah. Now Johnny Depp's done with her.
Take a stab that's the only time I want someone. Johnny Depp's got his dirty Hollywood vampire penis in there.
She's still oily from his skin.
God.
Much like the way if you go into like somebody's house who just chain smokes and you touch like their remote control.
Oh
just,
yeah,
like,
the whole thing's got like a weird. It goes like one of those like a bar, like a soap and a rope or something.
Exactly.
You're
like, did you guys have a fire recently? And they're like, no, I have not had a fire recently.
Yeah, the fire in their lungs.
Yeah,
fire down below. I smoke out of my asshole.
But yeah, so that was the first one, and I was kind of like, but I saw the
Predator.
I saw the potential in
Predator.
Aquaman. You got to let me finish my thought on the first one before we move on to the next one.
I guess.
It was, but I see the potential in Aquaman, and I see that it can be something. There's a lot of Thor in it. Like the way that I saw a lot of, the way that I saw so much like of Captain America, the first Avenger, in Wonder Woman.
Right.
I see a lot of Thor in this one. They're like, you have to come back and claim your rightful throne and blah, blah, blah. And it was all those kind of things.
That was
and
like a
it's
Black Panther kind of thing, too. Where
it was
like,
very much so. Except he was always going to have his throne and then ended up losing it. Whereas the other guy is just like, I want to live a different life than this. And then it's like, no, you got to come back. So it's a lot closer
I
to
need
Thor.
more bumpy tattoos.
Yeah. I got to fight Drago. Don't you believe I could beat
Fuck
Drago?
yeah, Drago Jr.
That trailer looked awesome.
Oh,
when
Creed
that
2 came out.
The trailer came out way before Comic-Con. That wasn't a Comic-Con.
Oh, I didn't
trailer.
even see it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Shit.
And it's him coming off of a loss and stuff like that. And then they start like leading up to this moment, and you find out that it's like he's like, I got to do this, and they're like, don't act like this is just about your dad or some kind of revenge or something like that. And
Right.
and then just at the very end, you don't even get to see him, but he just does like the fist pump thing when he's in the ring, and he turns around and his thing says Drago, and you're like, oh, Drago.
He's playing Drago.
Still
Dolph Lundgren.
Bridget Nielsen.
Oh my God. She's got Flava Flav around her neck like a clock.
Fresh off her baby. She just had a baby.
What?
She is 50-something years
Oh
old.
my
and she just had a
God.
baby
Good for her.
this month. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go back to Comic-Con.
Flava Flav.
Flava Flav.
I should go with Flava Flav to Comic Con next year, Tars.
Yeah.
Blackface.
It's
Anybody would care?
widely accepted.
Yes.
I think literally everybody would care.
What a bunch of lamos.
I was like, unless you did it so well, like Al Jolson used to do with shoe polish and then white
amazing.
lips. I was explaining that to like a 20-something girl at work today, how that was that, and she's like, is it racist of me to think that shouldn't? And she's Muslim. She's like, is it racist of me to think that it shouldn't be like removed from like the pantheon of movies if it was like such a big deal back then? Like it wasn't. Like people don't say that it was a bad movie now. They're just saying we don't want to talk about this anymore because it's like we're done with this one.
Kind of bad, yeah.
Yeah, but so other trailers. We saw the Shazam trailer.
Oh, I missed that one. Shazam!
You should have. It should.
You should have.
It should be a TV show. It looks
Looks like something on the CW.
Pure trash. No, the CW, like those movies or those shows,
Like
the Flash
the
and Arrow and
Arrowverse
stuff,
and
look
the-
way better. This
Really?
is Zachary Levi.
Okay, who's that guy?
He was in Chuck on NBC, like that's like he was the office guy turned like super spy kind of thing,
yeah.
and then he played like one of Thor's guys in Thor: The Dark World, but not the first. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
where
it
he
was
fights
that
the
one.
elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just trying to make sure he wasn't in the first one and not in the second one. I'm pretty sure he was in the second one, not the first
Oh,
one.
yeah. No, that's not a big deal, right?
Right? And
You don't want all the nerds calling and being like, he was in the first one, you fucking liar.
I would love
can't
for
handle
anybody-
controversy like that.
I would love for anybody to reach out.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it was so bad, and it's basically this little kid then says Shazam, and they at least address the fact that it's really stupid that he has to say Shazam.
Why?
It's like
It's magic.
I know, but it was like the same deal with the whole Doctor Strange, where like his thing was Shambhala, and they were just like, I'm not saying that as my like. That's not going to be my catchphrase in this movie, and then they did it just as that little like
Right, is
Wi-Fi
the little
joke. Right. So yeah, it just looked really bad,
Shambhala.
and it was just a lot of like whoa, I have superpowers. It was almost like his acting was almost exactly the same as the guy from God, what was Rookie of the Year?
Oh,
when he hurt
hell
his shoulder,
yeah.
he's like, now you could be a pitcher. Cool. Like that was pretty much the entire goddamn movie. And
love
I
that
was
movie.
just,
What's his name?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I always just assume it's going to be three names, so I'm just going to say Zachary Levi Thompson.
Nice.
And I was like, that might be him, even though I've
And then
already
years
said
later,
Zachary
he was
Levi
in
a
American
different person.
Pie.
Yeah, that's the right guy. And a kid in King Arthur's Court.
Oh,
I'm a kid in King
my
Arthur's Court.
God, yes.
Cool. Like same fucking thing.
It's his catchphrase, like Shambhala was supposed to be.
We're gonna get laid at prom. Cool. But
like, cause I just like the fact too that it's like, it's just cool. It's
Yeah.
not even like holy shit. I went back and I might be murdered. Like it's just cool.
yeah, the
Oh,
real
picture cool.
If you travel through time back to medieval times, whether you're a kid or adult, your only response should be
Yeah.
until you pass out and then
Until
somebody
you flip
eventually
inside
burns you
out
as a
and
witch.
die.
Yeah. So yeah, that one was a snoozer. Predators.
He's killing other predators. He's like the asshole predator of the universe.
It was cool. It was really cool looking.
Did Shane Black do Monster Squad?
He wrote Monster Squad.
Oh, okay.
He wrote Monster Squad. He wrote Last Boy Scout. He wrote
sweet,
a bunch of things like that. He was on Conan did his Comic-Con week at Comic-Con special. It was out of this world.
Oh my
God.
God.
He had the whole cast of
Has he gotten half an hour yet, or is that not happened yet?
I don't think that's happening until next year. But yeah, so yeah, that one looked good. Godzilla King of Monsters looks good but corny.
Oh, sweet.
Like, it's a lot of, like, literally all the monsters are in it. Mothra, Gamera.
Whoa.
They're all in it. But there's, like,
They're
this...
just loading up, eh? Like how they did in that Superman one where Superman dies, comes back, fights Doomsday. It's like 15 comic plots rolled into one.
Spoilers.
Boom.
No, basically, there's this weird, like, storyline of, like, these are the Titans, and we have to, like, find all of them or our world's going to be destroyed.
Oh, sweet.
But it was just, I don't know, it felt very like A Wrinkle in Time in a Godzilla movie.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, it looks cool.
As long as they do the same thing they did in the first new Godzilla, where every time the monsters go to face off, the camera cuts away, and then it goes to, like, people talking.
They only got it right once.
Matthew Broderick,
Hank
Azaria.
I was like, every other time they blew it. Remember how excited we were with that teaser trailer?
What the
Because
hell?
all you saw was like the foot and the eye, and that all looks normal. So you're like, oh my God.
I like how with the new Godzilla, they're like fat shaming Godzilla.
Who's fat?
Yeah, they're like, oh, look at his big ass. He's way bigger than before.
Should have done Pilates.
He's huge.
Yeah,
like, come on.
There's actually going to be like a solid scene where he gets his stomach stapled and he goes down to 128 pounds and
gets a coke addiction. You know, starts going to Hollywood parties.
Yeah. Oh God! And King Kong's like, you got to get off the sauce. I mean, well, you know how movies go. What else was there?
What was your favorite one? Was there any horror movies?
Probably
Conjuring 9.
No, they don't really.
Annabelle 17.
What?
Annabelle 17.
Oh, Annabelle. I thought you said Hannibal. I'm like, what? No, it was. I was just weirded out by more of them than anything this year.
Weird. Like, this one made me feel
weird. But I think because I had no real anticipation. I think the biggest surprise was they're doing another season of Star Wars Clone Wars, which is, hasn't been on the air for like a long time now.
That's cool. I like that show, actually.
So that was a big surprise for this one. They did a panel for Deadpool 2 in...
Oh, yeah, they're doing like Deadpool 2 supercut.
Yeah, so they
2 minutes of actual new footage, and it's literally, it's Jabba the Hutt.
Yes.
It's the same exact scene that they added into the Star Wars where Jabba's kind of moving around in Deadpool 2.
And Deadpool like steps over him awkwardly. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm down with that. The one that disappointed me the most, though, they're doing, like, I would say that arguably right now the most popular DC property is Teen Titans.
Yeah, the movie's coming out.
There's
a lot of previews all over Toronto for it,
The TV show is crazy popular.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Twitter stuff from a lot of celebrities from the premiere and stuff like that. And I'm like this was a pretty big deal. And they're making a Teen Titans TV show.
Live action?
Yeah. And I was kind of like, whoa, that's crazy. And then you go to it, and guess what? It's dark, and it's raining, and it's broody. And I'm just like, what the... Like...
Yeah,
like Teen Titans,
brood, they're teens. They brood
from its inception. Well, you know what it looks like? It looks like to me the exact same comparison of Teen Titans the cartoon to Teen Titans live action to Archie the comic and Archie the live action.
Oh, Riverdale. Oh yeah.
Like it's just always dark and it's just like what's going on? And they're just all sitting around like a table and just like it's
brooding.
It's like the scenes
it's like a soap opera.
It's like the post-rape scenes in Sleepers, like Kevin Bacon raped us. He's like, we can never talk about this, and I was like, that was basically Teen Titans, and I'm just like, fuck, like I couldn't like. And
well, what channel is it on?
It looks CW.
It's probably CW
or whatever it's called now.
Yeah,
but the thing that killed me though is I saw it like that came out first day of Comic-Con, but I saw something on YouTube and it was this big long thing, and I was like, what is this? and I was like, is this like somebody made like a fan trailer or something? Because like there's no recognizable actors,
Right.
and it's just like I don't know what this is. And yeah, it ended up being that. I think my favorite trailer though probably would be the Fantastic Beasts 2 trailer.
The Rise of Griswold.
Yes. Yeah, this is the first time Chevy Chase makes his appearance in the Wizarding World, and all he wants to do is take Gryffindor out on a fun holiday, and it just goes crazy.
Everything goes ass over tea kettle. Classic Chevy.
No, there's a lot of good stuff in it. A lot of good Jude Law as Dumbledore.
Did you like the other one?
I did.
Fantastic Beasts.
Like it, I didn't like it as
and
good
How
as
to Tame Them.
Yeah, find them. But I did.
How to Tame a Beast in 10 Days.
Yes, that was the original title.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. There were parts of it that I didn't care for, and I think it was a lot of comparing it to the especially the last Harry Potter movies, like the last like 3.
Does the old Rowler write these ones or what?
Rowling wrote the scripts for
Okay.
these ones, and David Yates, who directed the last like 5 Harry Potter movies,
Right.
is directing them.
Hey, didn't he do Suicide Squad?
No, that was David Ayers, not David Yates. But yeah, it was just it was a good trailer, and you got to see a little bit more of Johnny Depp as Grindelwald.
Oh, that was a big deal, right? People thought he should be taken out of the movie. And,
That was the thing, and it's like, well, he's already here. It's already done.
We're not pulling the Kevin Spacey here. Like
No. Well,
he's in.
Especially something that again nobody was able to prove.
Yeah, and Amber Heard even came out with a statement too, saying like, don't take roles from him, don't do anything. This is between us.
Yeah, this is between us.
I deserved it.
Yeah.
See how fucking hot she looks in her mermaid gear.
I didn't even recognize it was her. She looked old. Like not like old, but she looked like
older. Well, once you've been,
she looked like 40s.
Once the Hollywood vampire sucks, some of the life out of you, that's what's going to happen.
But she looked great. The Aquaman cast was one of the at Conan. They did the 4 episodes, and they had like full casts in each episode. So the first one was they did a Breaking Bad reunion.
Right.
So the entire cast of Breaking Bad was there, and that
Sweet.
was awesome. The next one they did the entire cast of Predator. Then they did the
original Predator?
No, Predators. Sorry.
Oh.
Then they did the original. Then they did the.
Did Arnold show up wearing a Predator costume?
He did not.
It's me, Arnold.
He did not. They did an amazing thing for Figrin Dan. They like a behind the music for Figrin Dan and the Moto.
Oh my God, they ripped that off from us.
I know.
We should just do their fucking asses.
Yeah. Yes. If only we owned the proprietary rights to them.
A bunch of bullshit.
But no, it was really good. It was just all about how they were all coked up and how how they had to like get away from working for Jabba the Hutt and go to work at the cantina. And then there were a bunch of like actual record execs and stuff like that. And like the one female record exec was like, yeah, I fucked all of them. It was good. And Paul Rudd played like a promoter or something like that. And it was really funny. They had a lot of good. The opener too. They always do a pretty like big produced opener. And this one, it was him as Batman, and he's sitting at the DC table at the Hall of Heroes, and they're all being boring, and like Superman's like, "Ooh, I got lots of tater tots." He's like, "This is great," and then he's like, "Oh, do you want some, Cyborg?" He's like, "I can't process potatoes," and like it was just that thing. And then he like sadly looks over and just sees all the Marvel guys just like whooping it up, and they're just like, "Yeah," and they're just partying. And then he goes over to try and join Marvel, and then he's like, "You're not." Like he's like, you're not really anything. He's like, you're rich, but you're not like Tony Stark rich. And then he's like, oh, I can fight. And then Black Widow, and it was all comedians playing all the parts. And she's like, no offense, I think I've got that covered. And he's like, well, all in all, you are a girl. And then it cuts, and it's her with her legs wrapped around his head, squishing his head. He's like, I'm sorry. It was really funny.
Yeah. Which comedian was it?
You'd recognize them all. It was like Rob Hubel was Tony Stark.
Was Rob Corddry Black Widow?
Rob Corddry was not Black Widow. It was the girl from Garfunkel and Oates, not the black haired girl, the other one. And then Key from Key and Peele was Black Panther.
Oh, sweet.
And so, yeah, that was really fun, though. And it was like, I always recommend watching his things, though. They do such a good job. They put so much work into
That's Conan.
On Conan, yeah.
Of course. Come on. Yeah. Conan's a fucking man.
Oh, he's so good. But all that aside, Comic-Con is gone now, so let's just get it out of our system. And now that we're
Comic-Con, I didn't even know you were here. See you next year.
Yeah. No, we won't. It sells out too fast. Too expensive.
I'll watch the trailers.
Yeah.
I see the same trailers that they do.
At least this year,
fuck it.
all the trailers were released. Like all the ones I was excited for last year were like under lock and key. It's like only the people in Hall H were able to see it.
Oh, right. And then they sign a waiver and families end up dead.
Yeah, and they
Lots
did.
of them.
That's
You signed the
actually
fucking waiver.
It's actually why all the Mexican kids are being separated from their parents now.
Because they keep talking about those movies they saw at Comic-Con.
Yeah, because they almost ruined Avengers 4 as much as Tom Holland.
Oh my God. They're fucking right. I was going to say Tom Holland, you bastard.
I know. Well, this is why you should have been speaking first.
Damn.
But now that we're about 40 minutes into this episode, want to announce the episode we're doing next week?
No.
All right, let's keep going. Comic-Con. I believe they were selling Funko Pop figures.
What movies do you think they're going to show next year? Indy 5?
Probably.
Yeah. Black Panther 2.
Yeah, probably a little bit of news on X-Force.
Yeah.
There'll be another X-Men movie coming out by then, I imagine.
Oh, that would be cool. But directed by the Russo brothers, X-Men. The real one.
No, directed by Rene Russo.
Oh my God, yes.
The biological father of the Russo brothers. Yeah, it's not Rene Russo, the actress. It's a French guy.
Yeah, you don't get all worked up. Don't get like, come on.
All right. But I do need to get worked up because we have a movie this is kind of like right in this isn't when we started going to movies by ourselves, but it's when we really started going all the time.
Yeah.
And this movie, so it came out in 1995. I would like to say I knew that from memory, but it's up on my screen right now. And it was, again, not our introduction to James Bond either, but it was our introduction to a James Bond that excited us.
Yeah.
Like
sexually.
Theater. Like this was the first one I saw in theaters. Was this the first one for you, right?
Yes, it was. The other ones are boring as fuck.
Yeah. So
some of the action scenes, the Roger Moore ones are good, but the Sean Connery ones are like, oh God.
Yeah. But you get to watch him slap around a woman.
I know, that's all right.
It's all good.
Wear a wig.
Yeah, it's really good. I
like wearing wigs when I slap women around. And I put a male wig on them.
Exactly. He is
like a Mo.
Like if he didn't exist, the Me Too movement would have never had to happen. It's like everybody was just
yeah.
Because it's like, oh man, he's so cool.
Thanks a lot.
He's so cool. Look at him. He just like knocks that woman over and then fucks her. And he's like, well, I should be able to do that. And then he's like,
most of them are trying to kill him.
And then they don't have his confidence, so they're like, I guess I'll jerk off into a plant. You know how it is.
Once you knock them down on the ground, just go full James Bond. You're already halfway there.
So what I'm saying is that we're going to be binging the entire series of James Bond Jr., the animated series.
James Bond Jr. Oh, my God.
He got the name from his Uncle James, or he learned the game from his Uncle James. Now he's heir to the name James Bond.
Whoa. You remembered a lot of that, actually.
I still watch it every day.
It's fucking A. I don't blame you.
My name's Bond. James Bond Jr. No, but we are watching GoldenEye. GoldenEye, what is your weakness? I'll tell you what my weakness is watching this badass trailer, so watch it now.
When the world is the target.
72 hours ago, a secret weapon system was detonated over Severnaya.
And the threat is real.
GoldenEye exists. A radiation surge that destroys everything with an electronic circuit.
You can still depend on one man.
I want you to find GoldenEye.
3.
Find who took it.
2.
And stop it.
1.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
The world's most famous secret agent is back.
We aim to please.
And this time, 007 is facing the ultimate enemy. The man who knows him best.
Hello, James. What an unpleasant surprise.
006.
What's the matter? No pithy comeback?
He was your friend, and now he's your enemy, and you will kill him.
Is the satellite in range? Target is London.
Now, the entire world is about to be caught in the crossfire.
See you in hell, James. You first. Kill him.
The pleasure will be all mine.
Did you check her out? Head to toe.
3 clicks, arms the fuse. Don't say it.
The writing's on the wall?
Grow up, 007.
I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur, a relic of the Cold War.
You know, James, I was always better.
Both of you, stop it. You like boys with toys. Trick is to quit while you're still a kid.
I wouldn't think of it.
Charming, sophisticated secret agent. Shaken but not disturbed.
Get us out of here.
Bond. Only Bond. Man just won't take a hint.
You don't need the gun.
That depends on your definition of safe sex.
On November 17th, United Artists brings you,
Trust me.
James Bond.
Why can't you just be a good boy and die? That's one trick I've never learned.
Now he's controlling the tide. Da-da, da-da.
Oh no, that's James Bond. Sorry. You could have like a machine that's waves.
But yeah, so
His
that is.
ego's so big.
I get it.
The love of Elron.
Oh,
Hubbard.
Hugo Weaving would have made a good Bond in his younger days.
I think Hugo Weaving would make a great Elron.
Yeah, Elrond the elf.
No,
Yeah,
Hubbard.
Hubbard. Oh,
In our new docu series on Netflix.
did we just make a new wordplay style sketch? where
I
it's
think so.
it's being an elf means you're a Scientologist in the Lord of
Yes.
the Rings world, and it's Elrond Hubbard who gets it all started.
I like that.
that's
Elron. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna be on eBay late tonight looking for pointy
Fuck,
ears to
here
put
we
on.
go. Yeah. And it's surprisingly not you.
Nope, it's just somebody.
It's Griff Rao.
It's always somebody. Griff Rao, are you still out there?
You know
Email
she
us.
is. You know she ain't gonna.
Yeah.
You know.
In the meantime, we are going to head off this mortal coil.
Yeah.
We're-
Whoa. What?
I'm burning
Put the gun down. Put the gun
nope.
down.
Nope.
Put.
Nope. Can't stop me. Can't stop me.
It shoots bubbles.
Yeah, it's fine. And they're those flavored ones, which I don't know why you're trying to teach kids to taste bubbles.
The flavor of LSD.
Yeah. No, literally, like there were these bubbles I could buy, and they're like, "Ooh, they're cherry flavored," and I'm
You're
like,
just gonna be eating bubbles
I'm
all
like,
the time.
yeah, that was it. I'm like, once you run out of these bubbles and you just get the regular bubbles back, they're going
Yep.
to eat the bubbles.
Yes.
because
They will
you
just
are-
assume now that
yeah.
all bubbles are edible, which they are, but they will learn the lesson the
Yeah.
hard way.
Well, they're not poison. They're
No,
not
exactly.
toxic,
They'll
but they're
learn.
not edible. But anyways,
Anything that's not toxic is edible.
yeah, we do want to give you a heads up because in the very near future, we are in talks right now. We will have some T-shirts available.
Lucasfilm.
Yeah, we're buying it.
We're in talks with Lucasfilm.
We're buying it. I got $30 together. Todd said he can cover the rest.
Yep.
And so we're gonna own Lucasfilm.
If they can raise $200 million to redo The Last Jedi, fuck, we can do it.
Yes.
Yep. Whoop.
Whoop.
Oh shit.
$200 billion. Todd's got it.
$200 billion.
So
First, we'll have to kick it off with a couple of big rap hits. Sell them off fine. Yeah.
rap hits, or did you just like say rabbits?
Oh
Just
no,
need a couple of big
that's it.
rabbits.
Yes.
Giant rabbits sell for a lot of money.
You damn right they do. Rabbit meat is huge in the Philippines.
And if they do some rap hits, then it's even better.
Rapid rabbits?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they'd be bigger than the rapping granny,
Well, in both size and
which I think then
fame.
turned out to be Coolio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen him lately? He's literally, those little sprigs of hair are all he's got left.
That's
It's
essentially all he is.
It's like his hair was like slipping back, and I think he just had like two sticks like stuck in his head, and then he had his hair wrapped around it.
They're desperately holding on as the cliff like flies off the other way.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm glad I avoided that.
You just let him jump. Just go. You don't want to be here? Fuck off. Everyone. Even that one at the back that was still there for sorry.
And as we just
Old
mentioned,
Blue, you're out.
yeah, and as we just mentioned, we were making T-shirts for our fan, and that's the first T-shirt. If you don't want to be here, fuck off.
I like that actually. You're just like my hair. Get the fuck out of here.
My poor hair.
Yeah, and
It
then
was
the
so
and then it'll have an
soft.
arrow pointing to your crotch. That's what the shirt will be.
Nice.
Because people will be thinking, what? And then like, oh, his dick hair.
Yeah.
There's probably like a filter that will turn our voices into T-shirt designs. Is there some kind of algorithm, some kind of bippity boop we can?
I can screenshot these and put them on T-shirts.
I like that's it. There, that's it. Mm-hmm. Visual sound waves.
Visual sound waves of us saying "cunt fucker."
Exactly. Only people, like deaf people, would see that shirt and be like, "Oh my god!"
I know exactly what he
Yeah,
said.
that is offensive.
I just don't know why he said it.
Yeah. Is he talking to me?
Directly to you.
Yep.
All right, guys, that is going to be it for this week because holy fuck. But
What a surprise.
But tune in next week. We're going to watch some GoldenEye. I almost forgot. And but what's most important is that this is the season finale.
Oh my god, yes.
This is the end of our second year with this movie.
Amazing.
And following that, we're going to do what we did last year. There's going to be an outtakes episode followed by a best of episode. So stay tuned for those ones.
Then we're watching the same movie every time all year.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers.
I wish.
The quest to get it right.
I wish to everything holy that I could just pin you down and make you watch some Super Mario Brothers. I had to watch it twice. Why did you get to avoid it by working 170 hours on a boat?
Oh, it was worth it.
Oh my god.
I almost died multiple times, and every time I was like, oh, Super Mario Brothers, dodge that bullet.
I literally was just going to say, I feel like I was in a much worse condition. I was like before they even made it back to the sewer world, I was like physically
back to the sewer world.
I was, or well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but
the whole movie was in the fucking sewer world.
You got it. But I literally felt like Rocky in the 15th round. Like my eyes felt swollen. I'm like, come me, Mick. Come me.
And you're not talking about your eyes. You like slash my wrists open and end this misery.
Ideally.
Yeah.
I'll tell you just one quick story because I just brought it up. Sorry, we're going. I swear to Christ. One time we were at Todd's aunt's place, and he was laying down on like a love seat, and I was sitting on the other side, and he was just kind of like, zoned out. We were watching Rocky 3. And you know that you remember the story.
Totally.
So I go over to him and I go like right above his face, and the scene when Mickey dies. Spoiler alert: Mickey dies. Spoiler alert for life. He was a million years old.
Yeah.
Even though he went on to like do movies like for another 20 years.
Yeah. Holy fuck, man.
Yeah, you could not get rid of him. Grumpy old man. He was still going.
He was amazing.
But yeah, I went over him and I went, Mick. And right when I did that, Todd just spit straight up into the air and coated my face with his spit. It was
you
just
said
like
semen. You almost screwed the story up.
No, I
told the truth.
I almost got it right.
Yeah. I couldn't help it. It was like, it was explosive laughter that just came out.
My God. And like I wasn't even mad. Like it was just like I was happier I got the laugh. But yeah, so I mean, try and get that out of your heads while you wait for us for next week. As always, find us on miscastcommentary.com. We do have some fun news since we were last when I have announced
as
this.
As opposed to all the sad news we're always giving.
No, but I've announced this on Twitter and on the website and all that. But we are now on Spotify.
Boom!
So one more place you can find us. It only has like the last 10 episodes or so. I don't know what that is exactly. I'm looking into it, but at the very least, you can catch the latest from us up there.
Sweet.
And
get on it, Spotify.
Yeah. iHeartRadio, same deal.
Yeah.
And keep an eye out for us just in the world. On Twitter, at Miscast Podcast, at Miscast TV. I'm at JK Finley. Todd's at Miscast Todd. Still the one tweet.
It's still, I haven't deleted it. Yeah. Enjoy.
Yeah, well, because Todd stands for all his tweets.
That's right.
They're not going to come back and haunt him.
That's right.
He's going to admit he doesn't know how Twitter works.
That's right. That's what's going to come back and haunt me.
Yeah, exactly. Because eventually Twitter's going to be the only way you can communicate with people.
Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, well, he was going to be prime minister, but apparently he doesn't know how Twitter works.
Well, then I'll be like Buddy in the one video from Metallica. I will see nothing, hear nothing. I'll just be like bumping into things.
I was thinking more
nodding, kill me.
I was thinking more of the old lady from the one video.
Marianne Faithfull. That's what I'll be. I'll be doing that over and over again. You won't hear me though. I'll be in the darkness.
Exactly.
Just like Marianne.
So you got that to look forward to next week. Yeah, Todd, play us out.
Goodbye, guys.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.